Yo, the enemy's public, I gotta keep my eyes open. Pay attention, stop walking around like you blindfolded. This not the World Cup, but Nasir be kicking knowledge. This the type of information you can never learn in college. It's time to fight back, it's no more trying to play it cool. We got interviews, podcasts, and got the latest news. So sit back and relax, we about to get it started. Earth is a canvas, and guess who's the con artist? They brainwashing us, the system corrupted. You are now rocking with the enemy's public. You are now rocking with the enemy's public. I said you are now rocking with the enemy's public. Hey.
The once goal-driven, ambitious Sapphire turns to the street life after the sudden death of her big brother Dre. Dre's best friend Devontae tries to honor his homeboy's last request of looking out for his baby sister. A rebellious Sapphire makes it very difficult for Devontae to carry out his promise.
Peace. This is the enemy's public, and I am Bro.Nasir. Last night, I was taught a very valuable lesson. Believe me, I get it. About last night. Before I get into the subject matter, I want to play a few musical selections. I'm going to play me some American Aborigine by the brother Dre Cobbs.
Who they think they better than? Ain't no comparison to the so-called black or African American. You can drop the African, keep the American. When we say Aborigine, it make they world in. I'm going in the same dirt my ancestors buried in. I come from a god and a goddess, so what that make me? Not even Basquiat can trace me. Not even Van Gogh can paint me. The MC in me is the God MC. Equals the God in me. I'm focused in, let my mind be free. You too blind to see. The Jews I give is real. It's been real. These ain't shots, they missiles. All you gonna hear is the whistle. Lyrically, this the execution. My verses start revolutions. From my people seeking restitution. Since the beginning, fuck evolution. Or maybe my reality is all a dream. I put it together like I was so it seems. So it seems this is that audio dopamine. Go against the machine. We put you where nobody can hear you scream. And sing you to meet your Elohim. My nigga, this is savage mode. It's something that you can't decode. It started with a spark and I'ma let it explode. I was given the cheat codes that'll let me dump and reload. And go through them waves like a fucking torpedo. You dealt the cards of life. I just cut them diamonds with the ace of spades. Y'all scatter like roaches when they facing raid. Or vampires when they facing blade. I'm trying to get next to Shireen like I'm getting played. You still stuck as a mental slave. You still stuck in that mental cage. While I'm making easy money, pimping hoes in style. This my coming to age. Crowd roaring when I'm coming on stage. And when I'm done, they gonna be cheering my name. Drake Cobbs, and nah, I ain't quit my day job. I spit bars. I really rap on my day off. That's real
Peace
shit.
to my brother.
Some tools you can build with.
Talk media, beauty vegan.
Just keep going. It's a
Peace to
climb
my
to the
brother,
top.
T-Mo.
And I'ma keep flowing.
Thanks for
Down
tapping
Lake
in,
Shore,
brother.
I'm Chicago going. Yeah. You niggas playing checkers, we playing chess. And nigga, this is checkmate. Dre be the big dog and you just a little bait. You out of Africa and we ain't got the same traits. I'm a God being and
my
we ain't got
brother,
the
the
same
real
fate.
boy.
My
Thanks
granny
for
died
tapping in.
February
Appreciate it,
18th
brother.
and I was born on the same date. The chosen one, the ancestors' chosen son. They gave me the golden gun. One shot, that's a hole in one. From the pyramid of the sun, the poverty point. I don't think you niggas is getting the point. We still here. Who said they made the Aboriginals disappear? Your information's lagging in the rear. All you do is teach fear. We copper colored with woolly hair. Am I speaking clear? So fuck the nonsense. When I rap, I touch your consciousness. From within is when you get your self-confidence. Let's bring it back to dominance. Ain't
Can someone please put a 1 in the chat if I'm being heard loud and clear? Please put a 1 in the chat.
no confining us. Gonna bring that wild Indian out of us. Yeah. Yeah. We still here.
Thank you, brother. Arrows up. How am I sounding now?
This shit hit hard like Spence on the speed bag. I blow his legs off, he gon' need a knee tag. You niggas sound worse than Eminem on relapse. And Burner Boy, he's trash. You thought I was gonna let you ease past? Running your mouth while taking our culture. Treat this nigga like brisket and slow roast him. Roll up an Akon pack. I ain't ducking smoke, I just inhale and blow. I'm on demon time and I got a hellish flow. The 40 spiritual, I make them see the Holy Ghost. Let's bury these niggas and raise a toast to the Aborigines. That's from time immemorial. A tauntaun is from the soil. Every rhyme is that cook coke, that hard boil. My energy is unattainable. And for you $5 Indians, I might have to.
Respect to the true daughter of darkness, the sister Chrissy. Respect. Thanks for tapping in.
Claim a few, run up on the res, you know I'm blazing through. Turn your gang into turtle soup. I aim for the head when I shoot. I take your top off like you do the coop. I took a drink from the fountain of truth. Now these bars is the burden of proof. They say the pen is mightier than the sword, so you gon' have to acknowledge the God. Drake Cobbs, I take your face off. My style is like cocaine raw. You gon' have to bow down to my Jaguar paw, or I'm coming like Leatherface with the chainsaw. I ride for my road dog like a new age outlaw. I do it to death like Chief Cornstalk. So fuck all your tough talk. You little pigeons can't fly with hawks. That'll get you outlined and chalk. It's the supreme being here to electrify your chakra. Any drama is mask on like the Phantom of the Opera. I got the hunger, and you niggas looking like pasta. Shrimp over the lobster, and I'm smoking like a roster. Check my posture. It's only one American, the rest of y'all imposters. Cause you don't want Dre to pop up, cause it's like boys in the hood. I'm out the window with the shoddy, nigga. When it comes to the mic, I'm like the coroner. All I catch is bodies, niggas. So look away before you come in my lane. It's arrows up. I just get it and aim. Yeah.
Peace. This is your brother Nasir, and this is the enemy's public. Again, I was taught a very valuable lesson last night. Believe me, I get it. When you know better, peace to my brother, Bronze Flat Power God. When you know better, you should do better. I knew better and didn't do better. How am I sounding before I continue? How am I sounding? Please, somebody tell me how I'm sounding. Again, I was taught a very valuable lesson. When you have watched for quite some time on a protracted period, when someone show you who they are, you should believe them. On the stream last night, I said during so-called builds, there's always a segment of arguing and buffoonery. I suggested, threw down a challenge, that we should respect each other more. Yet, I should have said what I had to say and ended the stream. That's what I should have did. Because my entire message was undermined by the exact behavior that I said we should get away from. But that's my fault because I knew who I was letting up. I knew who I was letting up here. I shouldn't have expected anything different. But a lesson taught is a lesson learned. People are used to going from panel to panel, imposing themselves on others. They've gotten used to that. People are used to asking for a link and getting it. I don't know who or what's the origin of that, but I know where it ends. My platform from now on will be treated like my home. Anyone who knows me knows that you cannot just pull up at my house and say, "What's up, brother? What's up? What you doing?" You can't do that. I have to know you're coming to my house, and I have to invite you to my house. Only a handful of people can just pull up to my house, and they know who they are. Because Negroes don't know how to act. When you get into it with your brother at your other brother's house, you're supposed to take that outside. When you get into it with your brother at your other brother's house, you're supposed to take that outside. Not disturb your brother's house or tear your brother's house up. You're supposed to take that outside. I tried several times to simmer the conflict and get back to the subject matter. Greetings to the sister Lay Shea Butter. Thanks for tapping in. The question is, where did the self-entitlement come from? Why do people feel that they can come on someone else's platform and argue? That's entitlement. Because people are allowed to say what they want under the guise of contributing to a build. A build. I got all the way to the roof last night with the build, then allowed it to be torn down in a matter of minutes under the guise of allowing someone to contribute to the build. I was taught to build means to add on. Yet nothing was added to what I said last night. Nothing was added on to what I said. Number 8 in supreme mathematics is build and destroy. Like justice is a reward or penalty, number 8 is build and destroy. Those who I invited on didn't build. They destroyed. Again, a lesson taught is a lesson learned. People take for granted that a link was available for them and they can just click on the link and come up and talk all they want. But that's done. Open panels are a thing of the past on the enemy's public. What's crazy about the open panel thing is last night I haven't even started my stream and people were asking for the link, automatically thinking that it's an open panel and expecting to be able to come up when they want to or when I drop a link. I'm not beat for rap. If somebody's going to ask for the link to come up and disrupt the information, they can keep their ass in the chat or log off. You know what else is crazy? when people come on someone's platform and start a unsanctioned debate on your platform, going back and forth, when the conversation is supposed to be with the host. You talk to me on my channel. I'm the one who invited you. You don't start no conversation going backwards and forth with somebody else on somebody's platform. Everything is a goddamn debate on these platforms. And they expected to do it wherever they go. They're so used to it. They're so used to it. Now, I said last night, speaking about proper handling of people, can you imagine if some of the brothers we are on platforms with having a conversation, if they took their decorum and demeanor to a organization? Or if we was out in public handling business and they was put out in front to represent us. People wouldn't want anything to do with us with that type of decorum. Some of our people are self-entitled, do not know how to act and conduct themselves. I'm a grown man. I'm not emotional. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't get high. I've never been intoxicated in my life, and I'm 58 years old. So if you're gonna come on my platform, don't come on my platform spewing your intoxicated bullshit. And then when I tell you to chill and stop interrupting, I mute you and you unmute yourself. I shouldn't have to warn anyone several times. Some people shouldn't be allowed out in public, shouldn't be allowed to speak. Again, just imagine you invite people over to your house. You're sitting at the table and it's all kinds of individual conversation with all the people you invited to your table, and nobody's talking to you when you're the one who invited them. The conversation is with, on the enemy's public, is with me. There's no going back and forth with each other. That's an unsanctioned debate. Fire your own platform up and do that. The brother, Hawkeye, I have a different type of respect for him now. Peace to my brother T. Wriggles. Thanks for tapping in, because I know why he left last night. He left out of respect. He didn't engage on my platform. He left out of respect. But egos and emotion will not allow someone to just, as I said earlier, take it outside. Take it outside or just leave. I always said, before I go back and forth with somebody on someone else's platform, I will excuse myself. Why? When you go back and forth with fools, no one can distinguish who the fool is, because you're engaging a damn fool. So I would excuse myself. If it's my platform, you would excuse yourself. I wasn't even a part of the conflict, and I was embarrassed when I wasn't even a part of it, but I was embarrassed just being around it because I don't be around foolishness. It wasn't that severe that that type of foolishness should have taken place. Salute to learning and building. Peace. And it had to get to a level of outright ignorance. The exact behavior that I said we have to get away from. It's as if there was nothing between the ears of those I invited up. Didn't get anything I said. And I know I spoke clear and precise with the information that I gave last night. I know I did. And if this information is implemented, we can do anything just by handling our people properly. When you think you know, you're not willing to listen to anyone else's point of view. But I'll say this. When you start knowing something, you'll start realizing how dumb you are. Just by when you start knowing something. But people are so used to intellectually masturbating that they think they know it all. And what come with the most ridiculous information in a condescending manner and be wrong. And be wrong. This is, overall, and be wrong about what they're saying. But some people are steadfast in their wrong. Steadfast. Don't care nothing about being right. And when they do their so-called research, they're looking for fault. They're not looking for the truth. And then they'll come and they'll click on the first thing that they see. They're looking for an aha against their own damn brother and sister. That's what they're looking for. Not looking for the truth. Anything incriminating, they'll look for it and they'll go out and they'll spew it to the people. It's irresponsible. In the near future, I'm going to do a part 2 of irresponsible scholarship. Because it's irresponsible to mislead our people, whether it's knowingly or ignorantly. It's irresponsible. Now, I said some things last night that were the fundamental techniques in handling people. You cannot criticize, condemn, or complain. You can't do that. You have to give honest, sincere appreciation. And you got to become genuinely interested in other people. Got to be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. That's how you handle your brother or your sister. You got to arouse in the other person a eager want. I was saying these things last night. And the only way to get the best of a argument is to avoid it. You won if you avoid the argument. You won. That's the best way to get the best in the argument. Show respect to the other man's opinion and never tell someone they're wrong. Even if they're wrong, you could just come and give the correct information. We're so used to hearing people going back and forth, and brothers are so used to going back and forth with each other that they think every platform that they go to, that they can just do that and impose what they do on somebody else's platform. When you come on somebody else's platform, realize that you are on their platform and what they say go. I could care less about what you are thinking. Again, the conversation is with the host. That's who the conversation's with. So if you have a question, you ask me. And if I have a question, I ask you. But when you come on the platform and what happened last night starts, that is utter disrespect. Disrespect to the point that I ended the stream while people were talking. That's how fed up I got. People talking, I just ended the stream. Because it was no decorum, no respect, no consideration at all. I'm muting people and they're unmuting themselves. That's very disrespectful. I'm playing music to simmer the conflict and they're talking over the damn music. So when I have someone on the enemy's public from this day forward, I'm going to already have had a talk with them. It would not be any dropping of the links. And if I do drop the link and you click on it, if your ass get booted back out, that means I don't want to talk to you. And I don't want you talking to me. Only a like mind's going to be on the enemy's public from now on. Those who can come up and conduct themselves like gentlemen and have a civilized conversation. A civilized conversation. If you can't have a civilized conversation, take your ass somewhere else. Fire your shit up and you can do what the hell you want to do. Those brothers and sisters know who they are that can just click on the link and come up. They know because they have the decorum. They know how to conduct themselves. This is a public domain. YouTube is a public domain. That means anybody, unless you make your channel private, anybody could just click on that and watch it. live or it's recorded. It's a public domain. So when you act like a damn fool on YouTube, you acting like a fool in public. And you know what? When someone behaves like a fool that much, they're not acting. They're a damn fool. There's no such thing as acting like a fool so much and you just acting. You're a damn fool if you behave like a fool that much. Bro.Nasir don't have time for it. I don't know how serious others are about what they do and what they say, but I'm serious. Dead serious. Emphasis on the word dead. About what I do. And cats play too much. You don't get drunk and come on my goddamn channel. If I sound pissed off, it's because I am. Because when someone act like they know you to the point that they impose themselves on you, that is disrespect. You're not supposed to look at a person once and think you know them. You're not supposed to do that. That's disrespect. Respect means you look at a person more than once. That's respect. So when you act like a fool in front of a person, you're not respecting them because you're getting familiar with them and you're breeding contention with that person and you don't even know them. So you're disrespecting them. Brothers, for the most part, because sisters I don't be around sisters that much on YouTube, but when I do go to sisters' channels, they don't behave like this. That's why I always say brothers. Too goddamn emotional. Too damn egotistical. We have to stop that. Too disrespectful. That's why I imposed the challenge. I threw down the challenge for us to respect each other. And if you don't know what respect is, all you have to do when you're doing bullshit, think if you would like that to happen to you or be done to you. If you don't like it, why the hell would you do it to somebody else? If you know you wouldn't like it. I don't like niggerdom. Don't like niggerdom. In the near future, I'm not going to ruffle some feathers. I'm going to pluck them. I'm going to make some people mad on purpose. On purpose. Peace to my brother, Big Dog Philly OJ. If I say I don't like what I see and what we do on the platforms, Okay, if someone else allow you to do what you want on their platform, okay, that's their platform. That's how they run it. They have a right to run it how they want to run it. I can't tell. I won't even begin to tell somebody how to run their platform. But if I tell you, or if you see how I run mine, you don't come and try to impose what you do on my platform. If you cannot contain yourself, if you don't know how to not talk over people and interrupt people, if you don't have no decorum, the enemy's public is not the build for you, because I know what to build mean. It means to add on to the conversation, to the subject matter, not to change the subject. If the subject gets changed, I change it on my platform. I said that last night, and my guest came in and felt compelled to change the subject about what I was talking about. I guess I have too much decorum. I got to start cussing people out. That's what I have to start doing. But it won't happen. Why? Because if I let you on my platform, you belong there. That means I trust that you will not act a damn fool. So if you click on the link and your ass is just backstage, you know why. I'm serious about what I do and what I say. And playing with me is like playing with, it's like playing Russian roulette, playing with me. Russian roulette with a automatic gun. That's what it's like. Taking an automatic gun and playing Russian roulette. Playing with me. Anybody who knows me knows that I never played, even as a child. Never played. And for someone to not take, especially what I talked about yesterday, I talked about how we should handle each other, which would be the key to our success. I talked about that. And how we should handle our people, which would be the key to our success. How we handle our people would be the key to our success. How we handle people. You can't go to your people surly and mean. You can't. You can't go to your people with your mouth open and your ears closed. That's why you have one mouth and two ears. You're supposed to listen to. A lot of people only want to use what's in front of their damn face and don't want to use what's on the side of their face. It's a wonder it's a wonder how a lot of people I listen to have learned anything. It's a wonder how they learned in school. It really is. If the teacher's talking and you start talking over the teacher, how the hell you learned what you learned coming up? I don't understand how, with the behavior that's displayed, how anybody learned. I'm speaking to those with that particular behavior, not everybody. How did some of you learn when you don't listen? And you're talking over people when they're trying to talk. It's like Tourette's syndrome. Tourette's, blurting stuff out, regardless of who's talking, you blurt stuff out and don't even care that you're blocking somebody's wisdom. Instead of just grabbing a pen and pad, writing down your thoughts, and when it's your turn to speak, you got your points that you want to make. And also, most of the things that I try to give on the enemy's public is for the attentive listeners. Certain things I don't care about because I can't use it. If you can't use it to affect change in our people, I really don't want to talk about it. I don't. Like when the Brother King genocide asked me about flat earth, I said I don't give a damn how the earth shaped. I don't give a damn about that. How much is ours? That is very unuseful information. I don't care about them lying to us about that, but that information is not going to affect change in our damn life. It's not going to change the dynamic. It's not going to change the condition in my people. So I don't give a damn about no flat earth. I don't give a damn about no round earth. How much of it's ours? You can shape it the way you want to shape it if you get some of it. Cats living in the projects talking about flat earth. You don't got no goddamn land. What the hell you talking about earth? You even got a garden. Certain things I don't give a damn about. But I care about, what I care about is changing the condition of our people. In all reality, that's the only thing that I want to talk about. Nothing else. That's why I started the enemy's public. Because I want to, with information, of course, you can't do nothing on social media besides socialize. That's what social media is for, to socialize. Again, we're going to have to get from behind these computers and make our word bond. All the information we have collectively, or some of us have individually. Some of us got enough information individually to affect change in our people. Some of us. Definitely, collectively, we have enough information to affect change. But we have a lot of work to do as far as how we conduct ourselves. We have to have, when we go out, no way out of us. Have to be that no one can say anything that prohibits them from getting with our program. How we look, our cleanliness, our sharpness, our oratory skills, our organizing skills, the truthness in our message, how we moving as far as carrying out our duties. We display that type of behavior, people are going to want to get with us and do what we're doing and contribute to what we're doing. But if we go out acting a damn fool, nobody wants to be, it's enough foolishness out here already. Nobody wants to add to foolishness. Nobody wants that. I know I don't. I've never seen so many people who say they want the same thing for our people and going in different directions. Ridiculous. It's a wonder, I question the motives. In all actuality, I question the motives. I question the motives. Because a lot of our people wants to see some action. They can care less about how eloquent and how articulate a brother or sister is. Our people want some action. And they deserve some action. If we say we've been lied to for years about whatever, about most things, isn't it time that we not do the same thing to our people that was done to them in the past, laying some hype on them and some eloquent speech, and then nothing come to fruition? But we'll never get it with buffoonery. Never get it. Yet, that's the order of the day. Buffoonery. A lot of our people, they come for the drama. You want to see who your audience is? Have serious topics, and don't. And you want to question somebody's sincerity, or you want to be know of a surety of somebody's sincerity, all you have to do is do serious topics. When somebody say link, you tell them no, listen. You take a page out of Dark Chameleon's book and say, listen. Keep your ass in the chat and get this information. That'll show who's sincere about being around you. Because a lot of people want to come around you because all they have to do is ask for the link, or if you or they're waiting for the link to come up. They're not there for the information. You could be given very good and pertinent information, but people are waiting for the link because they want to have something to say. Probably don't have a goddamn thing to add to what you said, but they want to have something to say. But if you don't have nothing to add on to what the brother or sister already said, you're not building. You're not building. It's to add on to what the host said. That's what makes it a build. Not coming on saying what the hell you want. These, I don't know what they turned a build to these days. I used to go to the parliaments. I've been around 5%ers. You got to come and you got to add on to what was said, not come and say some other shit. I don't know what they call bills today. It's not a build. It's been a while since I've been to a real build or heard a real build on YouTube. I've been on a few. I've been on a few. I build with Greedy Vegan. We build. Every time we got on platform together, we built. Stuck to the goddamn subject all the way through. We built. I built a few times with Big Dog Philly OG. We built one subject and we dealt with that. That's a build. Adding to what the subject matter is. Open mic, free for all, no rules. That's not a build. You're right, Greedy. It's not a build, but they're calling it builds. They're calling it builds. It's not a build. If you're all over the place, that's not a build. I don't know what you're building. if you call that a build. If you came, peace to my brother Warfare K. If you came to Jersey City, New Brunswick, Elizabeth, Newark, or anywhere in New York, if you came and brothers was in a cipher and they was building, and you came and some of these brothers came with what they do and what they call a so-called build, ha, you will not be in that cipher long. You will not be in that cipher long. Coming, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it in that term. Noun cipher. Most of these cats are noun cipher. When they get on the so-called build, most of them are noun cipher. Patterson too, brother. Yes, sir. I got family from Patterson and in Patterson. Most of these cats that get on the build is noun cipher. Why? Because they don't stick to the subject matter. They don't build. They don't get on and add on to what the brother or sister said. Yes, sir. Into the building in the debate mode. Everything's a debate. Everything's a debate. Peace to my brother Epic Studies. Everything's a debate. Everybody want to intellectually masturbate, get off by undermining another brother or sister with what they said. Everybody wants to get in it. Everybody want to turn somebody's channel into Cynet or TV. Black News 102. Everybody wants to turn their channel into that because they've been in these debates. They've seen these debates, and everybody wants to think that they're smart and that they can actually get in and do that. Everybody wants to do that now. So everything turns into a debate. Nobody wants to build. Truly build. You can disagree without being disagreeable. But some cats are just disagreeable. They come to disagree. Don't know how to hold, they don't know when to hold them or when to fold them. They don't. On everything somebody say, aha, you're wrong with that. Aha, you're wrong about that. I don't understand that logic. But they come up and say, brother. And my brother, the realist McCoy, favorite thing one of the favorite things he heard me say, when a cat say with all due respect, they're about to disrespect you. Expect it. With all due respect, then here comes a disrespect. But they call you brother. I don't need brothers like that. I don't. I don't need brothers like that. It's supposed to be utmost respect. It's supposed to be, okay, before I disrespect you, I will do an about face and get from among you until things simmer. That's respect. Respect is what Hawkeye did last night. That's respect. That's respect. Before he engaged the brother, went back and forth with him, he said, I'm good. He came back up, but he left, and I know why he did it. Respect. Now I have respect for that brother. I already had respect for him. I have a different kind for him now because of what he did. A lot of us, when we know we're wrong, we won't admit it quickly and emphatically. We'll stand strong and steadfast on our wrong. And some of us have a problem with seeing things from another person's point of view. One track mind, tunnel vision. Excuse me, some of us have a problem with seeing things from another point of view. And that's not considerate. The act of being considerate is considering someone else's point of view, their thoughts, and not undermine them. That's consideration. It's a whole lot we have to work on as far as respecting each other. A whole lot. Some people don't want to hear it. Some people don't want to be held accountable, and some people are lawless. Lawless. They speak against organizing, don't want to be a part of organization. Why? Because they want to be lawless. Without law and order, there's chaos. Chaos. And only a person who's a damn savage don't want to be organized. Just want to wing shit and do things all different kind of ways. I'm a rank and file man. I like order. Anybody who don't like order, you shouldn't have around you. Exactly, Warfare K. Order and discipline. You get discipline if you get out of order. If you don't want someone outside of yourself to discipline you, discipline yourself. Self-discipline is the best discipline. Self-discipline. A lot of us lack self-discipline. And at the same time, don't want to be told what to do, but you lack self-discipline. Some of us need to be told what to do because we lack self-discipline. Some of us need to be told everything damn thing to do. They lack discipline so damn much. This should have been called the vent, because I had the vent. Your brother was pissed off to the highest of festivity last night. But that was my fault, because I know who I let up here. That was my fault. Nobody's fault but mine, because I know who I let up here last night, and I shouldn't have expected anything different. My fault. But it won't happen again. It will not happen again. You see somebody on the enemy's public, they was invited in advance. Or if they click on the link and they come up, that means I know a surety that person knows how to conduct themselves. Even if it's somebody you're cool with, it doesn't mean you are like minds. It don't mean that. It don't. And just because somebody's your brother, that don't mean they're entitled to fuck your shit up. That don't mean that. Every message is not for everybody either. Every message is not for everybody. So the message, salute to my brother Key Norfolk. Peace and power. The message is for those who will receive it. That's who the message is for. My message turned into a message last night, and it became messy last night. We have to determine whether we're going to deliver a message or we're going to turn it into a message. We have to make that determination, whether it's going to be a message or a message. But we cannot allow those of us who are serious about what we're doing, we can't allow others to shift our platforms into something that we don't want it to be. Even if you're cool with somebody, you got to be cool with that person accordingly. Accordingly. And you deal with that person accordingly. According to that person. Like I said, I knew who I was letting up here last night. And I was taught a valuable lesson. I was taught a valuable lesson. And I'm not the type who, once I'm taught a lesson, because if you don't learn from it, it wasn't a lesson. I learned from it. I did. I don't do rowdy shit. I don't. I don't do nothing rowdy. I don't. I don't like nothing loud but good music. I don't do nothing rowdy. I don't like all that loud and obnoxious, and I don't do that. First, I'm a grown man. I'm a grown man, and I'm serious. You know, I grew up around good men, strong men. I know what manhood looked like because I witnessed it. I was raised by a good man. Had strong uncles on both sides, mother's brothers, father's brothers. I know what manhood looks like. And my school of thought is FOI. So I know what manhood looks like. And emotional tirades is not manhood at all. There's nothing manly about an emotional tirade at all. When you don't have the ability to control your emotions and you go on a tirade and you don't know how to shut it off, you're not displaying manhood. You're not even acting like a little boy. You're not even acting like a little boy. You're acting like a little girl when you can't control your emotions and you don't know how to shut it off and you can't calm your ass down. As a man, we're going to have to, I'm going to work on some things. I'm going to work on some things because some of us need manhood training. Some of us need manhood training. I don't know who been around who as far as upbringing, but some of us need manhood training because if you're around a woman and you can't distinguish the two, that's problematic. If you're a man and you're around a woman and no one could distinguish the two by emotions and behavior and mannerism, that's problematic. Regardless to what your attire is, You're supposed to distinguish or be able to distinguish the man from the woman. And if you can't, that's a problem. I really appreciate the brothers and sisters for coming up and listening to your brother talk. I had to get this off my chest, and it's therapeutic because what I was trying to give last night with proper handling of people, because the question was, is it builds or bully pulpits? And proper handling of people, because the so-called builds sound like bully pulpits. That's what it sound like. And we have to make or have people comfortable when they come among us. You can't call somebody brother and then they're not comfortable with being around you. Fact warfare, K. I, don't like circus. I never liked the circus. I never liked clowns. Never did. I don't like clowns. Never liked the circus. Never liked it. So when someone behaves like a clown, it's an irritant to me. Again, thank you, Warfare K, Big Dog Philly OG, Lady Shea Butter, Dreamy Queen, my brother, Talk You Talk Media, King Genocide, my brother Key Norfolk, my brother Epic Studies. Gotta get with you, Epic Studies. My brother Brown Flat Power God, my brother T Wriggles, my brother the realist McCoy, learning and building. Peace. Thanks for stopping through, tapping in. I didn't want to say brother or sister because I don't know. I have to click on that and say learning and building. I didn't want to call you out your being. Ghetto Child Clinic, P. Moses, thanks for tapping in. I appreciate that. True Daughter of Darkness, Chrissy, thanks for tapping in. Appreciate it. I thank you all for tapping in and joining your brother this evening as he vented this evening. I needed that. Peace to my brother, the Smokers Lounge, Chris Cyphers. I'm going to leave this stream where it's at. And I hope that it was informative to you all. Even though I was venting, I was trying to not just. Yes, and I appreciate it, T. Wriggles. I appreciate it very much, brother. You were very encouraging also. I wanted to say that to you. And I thank you for that. Yet, I'm going to end the stream right here. Share the video, because everybody share the video. Hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, hold on. Why is Epic Studies not modded up? That's not, I don't. The Epic Studies supposed to be modded up. I appreciate that, Lady Shea Butter. Please share the challenge, the respect challenge, because we need to respect each other better than we have. I see a lack of respect. I don't see consideration. I don't see respect. I don't see decorum. And we need that. Whether it's on a platform, definitely out in public. So it is challenging for a disrespectful person to respect people. That's a challenge. That's why it's called a challenge, because it's something that people are not accustomed to doing. If you're a disrespectful person, it's challenging for you to respect people. So I'm throwing down that challenge. The respect challenge is I challenge everyone to respect their brothers and sisters. That's a respect challenge. Have some respect when you encounter your brother and your sister. That's the respect challenge. And in return, guess what you'll get? Respect. You know, in a fair exchange, right? There's no robbery, right? No robbery in a fair exchange. Respect for respect. Peace, family, and I'll see you next time. This is your brother Nasir, and this is the Enemy's Public. Salute.
The once goal-driven, ambitious Sapphire turns to the street life after the sudden death of her big brother Dre. Dre's best friend Devontae tries to honor his homeboy's last request of looking out for his baby sister. A rebellious Sapphire makes it very difficult for Devontae to carry out his promise. The once goal-driven, ambitious Sapphire turns to the street life after the sudden death of her big brother Dre. Dre's best friend Devontae tries to honor his homeboy's last request of looking out for his baby sister. A rebellious Sapphire makes it very difficult for Devontae to carry out his promise.
Enemy's public.